Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Young Celica, aka Elijah Gonzalez. If you don't know, I go to GLCPS 8th grade in Mr. Galligan's homeroom, and today I'm gonna talk about a book I read for ELA called The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. Let's go.
Yeah, of course, with a crown of thorns, feeling like a king, yeah, of course.
Yeah, young little hitter like a maestro. Ain't been anywhere that I can't go. Shawty told me I'm a star, told her I don't need a gas. What I really need is good credit in the bag. Mama saw me sign a deal, I told her there go.
Alright, so can I be honest with you for 1 second? 1 second. I love this book, and I like it because it really helps to relate on how life was like in the inside from not only a Jew's perspective but a German's perspective, man, woman, whoever. And as a person who finds interest in the Holocaust, like this book really helps how to demonstrate life in the war, and I think it's awesome. My favorite part of the book is when we find out, well, the people who are reading, not us, because that's kind of odd, but when we find out that death, yes, death, as in like, death is the narrator of the book. And you can find this within the first two chapters. And this is because throughout the reading of the book, I really stressed out who was telling the story, like who. And it wasn't the main character, Liesel. It wasn't any other character. So who was it? And it wasn't until I looked it up on the good old search engine that I found out it was Death. And when I found out it was Death, I felt a source of relief. Like I felt comfort. And we get a little hint in chapter 1 when Death says, and he's speaking right now, Death, the so-called Death, when Death says, it suffices to say that at some point in time I will be standing over you as gently as possible. Your soul will be in my arms. A color will be perched on my shoulder. I will carry you gently away. Zusak 4, as in page 4, you already know citations. And if you know how to solve puzzles, then this saying may have made sense to you from the beginning, but I couldn't figure it out on my own that it was death. Like, it was hard. It was a puzzle. Like, I couldn't do it. So, if it wasn't for the good old search engine, yo, I would still be trying to figure out who the narrator of this story was. Like, it's just like, so, this book takes place and starts in 1938 when a young orphan, Liesel, and her brother enters a train to arrive at Himmel Street to meet their new foster parents and stay with them. Long story short, her brother dies on a train, a lot of blood, and she's all by herself. She's like gone, like loner, except for her foster parents. So soon later, she arrives at Himmel Street to meet her foster parents, Rosa and Hans Huberman. Rosa, she's kind of she mean, but Hans, he's a good man. And as Lizzo stays with the Huberman, she receives nightmares about her birth mother and brother from night to night. And then soon later, like in the future, Hans finds out that Lizzo cannot read. So he has class with her in the every night. She wakes up in the basement, like, wait, no, she's not in the basement. Like they have class in the basement. Like she has class in the and yeah, during the time she meets a boy named Rudy Steiner who becomes her best friend. Long story short, they were running low on money and both joined a gang to steal food. This was temporarily. And then one day, the Hans heard about a young Jewish boy named Max Vandenberg, whose father fought in a war with Hans. Long story short, Max's father saved Hans from combat and died. Then soon after Hans learned that his partner's son was alive and hiding, he took him in as a secret Jew. You can find out more when you read the book, The Book Thief. So, I'm gonna give y'all 3 reasons why you should read this book. Alright, so 1, it helps a great way to see how the lives of people in the Holocaust were affected by the war. 2, it's lengthy. It's good if you're bored and want to pick up a book and say, "Ooh, I'm gonna read a book." If you want, like have time pass by. It's like 500 pages, which is a lot, like a lot for me. Like only 200 pages would be good, but whatever. It includes real history facts like Nazi book fires, the Nazi German lifestyle, and I would be a spoiler if I give you any more clues, so yeah. Alright, thank you guys once again for watching my video. This book, it was really good, and I did learn a lot. Like, for example, one thing I learned was that not only were Jewish people affected in the Holocaust, but also Germans were too. And that really, like, brought revelation to me on facts about the Holocaust, and I just thought it was so real. And yeah, thank you for watching. And like, you know what they say, like at the end of the video, like, we rolling out of here, we out, we rolling, we rolling, yeah, let's go,
Run to the light from the darkness. Your love wrecked my life like tsunami. I let it take me over, not on waves. And they gon' give me credit, but it's not me. It's not me. I'm just surfing on your gracious.